I hate the black pill. I think it's a disgusting movement.
Hello boys, there is a video that some of you may or may not have watched by Austin Wayne, which stirred up quite a bit of controversy in a couple black pill spaces, I would say, where he talks about the black pill and using a quote done by Hamza. Now, I only saw about the first half minute of the video. I wanted to approach it from a very raw perspective, a very raw mindset, so I can give an answer that is not premeditated in a way. Let's see.
The self-improvement YouTuber Hamza, he has a quote that goes along the lines of, the worst thing that you can do to another man is to take away his hope. And this is why I hate the black pill. I think it's a disgusting movement. If you do not know, the black pill is essentially a movement of really negative, whiny doomers who say that if you are not born with Chad, like amazing genetics, you're screwed, like you have no potential in life. Your life is essentially over at this point.
Okay, so straight up, he takes a big fat shot at the black pill. I agree with it. I agree with the shots he took. I believe there is a lot of negativity in the black pill and has attracted a certain type of individuals. I would say a lot of men that are in the black pill, they were essentially blue pill in the beginning, and they ended up moving a lot, at least this last generation, to the red pill market. And they realized that it did not work for them, certain things didn't work, that there was a lot of cope, and they ended up, I imagine, through channels like Tails and IGTV, have found the black pill and identified with it. But I think a lot of these young men are inside of it with the wrong mindset. Instead of having a more mature perspective, I'm thankful I found the black pill as an older man, and not as a teenager, because I think it would have had a negative effect with me, and I would not have been able to ascend, so to say, having all that negative stuff ruining my mind in a way. But there is a good way to take the black pill, and I want to make a video on that subject. The proper way to take the black pill actually is like shopping, boys. Different pills have different truths. Even the blue pill, believe it or not, there are certain truths. Not as much as maybe in the black pill, but you have to handle it like shopping, I would say, going to each thing and taking something that you see to be true and that works for you. Of course, different things work for different people, and the black pill has a lot of good things in that regard, such as looks. Anyway, I'm going on a rant, let's continue.
And personally, for me, I think this is one of the best ways to completely destroy your life, by taking the black pill. So if you are walking down this rabbit hole, this video is specifically for you, so that you do not become a loser black pillar. Let's go.
My perspective on Austin Wayne, maybe some of you are interested. I think he's a cool guy. He's a guy I'd probably vibe with. I think he has a lot of views, a couple of views that maybe don't align so much with the black pill. So to say, he has some red pill things, but I think he's coming from a good place. I think he's cool, and maybe some things are maybe a little bit exaggerated in some people's eyes, but I like the guy.
A child who does not feel the warmth of the village will eventually try to burn down the village to feel that warmth. So this is pretty much the idealization of the black pillar. He never felt love. He never felt like he fit in because of his looks. And so he
Is that him? What is that outfit?
became negative. He became hateful. This is the wrong mindset. And I know all the black pillars watching this are like, oh, but Austin, you're 6'5" Chad. Here's the dealio, man. I didn't know how my first kiss until after high school. I was not born a Chad. I built myself into the person I am. And this is what—
Damn, I've never seen pictures from when he was young. I didn't know he was a little fatty. Respect. Yeah, some people will say bone structure. That's definitely true. Genetics and puberty, that's definitely true. But he put in the effort to be able to achieve his maximum potential. A lot of us can, boys. A lot of us can, and we should.
Because let me tell you something. If you're watching this, you build a 10 out of 10 physique. You become top 10%, 5%, 1% of everything. You're charismatic. You have the style. You have the money. You have the physique. Man, you're going to be undefeatable. You're not going to be a black pillar at this point. You're just going to be on point. There's one thing that the black pill actually gets right, and this is that looks matter. Looks matter. Like, we're not—
Definitely. I want to say something, guys, give you a little bit of a certain perspective that I may have, or a mindset. It's true that life is unfair in so many ways. I was dealt a better hand than you were. Most probably some other dude probably was dealt a much better hand than me. He's probably even better looking, more intelligent and stuff. Was born in wealth maybe, because I was not born in wealth. and it's very easy to get into a ungrateful mindset in life. But I think that just drags you down and it makes you get trapped mentally and it keeps you chained, you know? And what we need to do is understand and accept the reality, even the brutal side of reality, because a lot of people have that, and come to terms with it and try to find the best way you can live, bettering yourself to have the best possible life you can have, to be able to live in a more fulfilled way and mentally sane way, instead of just delving in the negativity and fermenting in it. That's my mindset on the matter, brothers.
I'm not gonna say that looks don't matter, but the thing is, whining about your genetics literally will not do anything productive. This is what losers do. So you take your genetics and boom, 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 you invest into them, man. You become the absolute best version of yourself, because this is all that you can do with the situation at hand. You cannot control the situation, the cards that you're dealt. You can be envious, you can be jealous of my cards, or you can look at your own cards and you can actually try to improve your life.
Okay, I guess you kind of said what I just said.
For me, I think it comes down from a lack of male leadership in this modern era. I was raised by some very masculine, positive male role models, so I had very good influences.
Funny fact, this is actually a great point. Just like the way that maybe I was raised up with Jedis that were amazing for me, or characters such as like Braveheart and a lot of different ones that influence the person that I am, the Three Musketeers, many things. And a lot of you at the age where you are learning things and you are finding people and men you look up to, which you are molding yourself to. I was fortunate enough, as he is saying as well, to have had really cool role models. And a lot of you are young teenagers in the black pill, and you are watching mostly these negative channels or these negative inputs, and that's what you're connecting your mind to. That's what you're basically telling your development, like, this is what I'm going to achieve, this is what I'm going to reach. Because be careful, boys, the mind has a lot of power.
But a lot of these young men, they don't have this influence. So they grow up with this feminine energy. It is feminine. If you're looking in the mirror like, oh, my eyes are too far apart. This is why I cannot get girls. I'm only 5'7". This is why I cannot get girls. This is what women do, man. This is not what a man is going to do.
There is a lot of effeminate way of acting and effeminate mindsets in the black pill. That's true.
Dude, when I first improved myself, I still was not getting any woman. Because of my personality, because I was still weird. I had no social skills, I had no money, I had nothing built up at this point. And so just having the looks is not enough. Like, the looks is what attracts people, but you have to have the entire package.
It's enough to get a woman, that's true, but it's not always enough, and in most cases to keep a woman. And also in other areas of life, such as work, it will give you a higher opportunity of getting a certain job, but you have to have the skills and the excellent behavior and understanding to be able to have that job, or to be able to keep and maintain friends and actually be a man who has healthy friends, because you'll attract kind of what you have, and also a healthy partner. So there's definitely more to the ball game. Looks is definitely a top tier, and it is extremely important for our lives, but you don't only want that and only hyper focus on that, or you will be mocked, my brothers.
To have SMB off the freaking charts, and this is what's actually going to improve your life. This is why guys like Tom Holland, Pete Davidson, they have successful lives. They're very good with women, and they're very content, they're very fulfilled. It's because they actually made the best of their cards. You could say Pete's ugly, you could say Tom's very short, he's like 5'5", but
there's also status and money. This does play an extremely huge role. A lot of black pillars may not understand it. This is not the main factor. You want to play all the cards. Of course, it's super difficult to get status and money as well, apart from just looks. But there are a lot of women who will go for men with money and status, because women like attention. That comes with status, and popularity, that comes with status, and they want to live comfortable lives and hit that safety thing that's innate in their DNA, and that comes with money and stuff, and power all mixed together. And if you have looks, money, and status, GG in a way.
They didn't complain about it. They still became their best versions no matter what. Embracing the black pill is going to be terrible for your mental health. So if you're watching this, you feel like you're in a bad place. I don't really care where you've been. I'm asking you right now, I want you to devote 5 to 10 years of consistent dieting, consistent training 5-6 days a week. Don't build a gym bro physique. I want you to build a sexy aesthetic physique like a Greek god. In addition to this, I want you to max out your money, max out your looks, doing other protocols, have an aesthetic hairstyle. If you don't have hair, get a transplant, start taking the medicine, do everything that you can to become the absolute best version of yourself, and then come back to me and say, oh Austin, my life got worse. Oh Austin, girls Girls don't even like me anymore. Like,
that's a good point. A lot of guys use this kind of cope, like I've tried this or that, and in most cases they're talking about for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. This is something that to see results you'll want to put at least a whole first year. And then there are side remedies. You've been training your face, you've been trying to do stuff, you don't have maybe a good jaw or good form, go and get orthodontics from a dentist. Literally get your palate expanded. You are balding and stuff, you can get a hair transplant, you can hop on finasteride. But yeah, you get the point.
my brother, all you have to do is improve. But at the end of the day, full-blown black pillars, they will never improve. I truly believe they're kind of the bottom of the barrel out of all of society. They're not productive. They're not doing anything positive. I mean, these black pillars are making videos about me in a very negative manner, as well as other people. They're not adding any value to the world. They're only spreading hate and negativity. So
here you have a situation, a great example of people who suck value instead of give value. You have a lot of these channels just shitting on other channels. Like Austin right now, he's on his grind. He's making the bag, he's having his YouTube channel, and imagine they're just dudes that their whole channel is just about shitting on people. Like just calling this guy out and stuff, getting just a few views, not for any point, just for their own satisfaction. Crazy.
never let this become you. Become the best version of yourself today and stop whining like a crybaby. That's it for today, man.
So yeah, he is saying it a little bit in the little cliche way, which a lot of black pillars hate. You know, just do the best thing. You can say it. I've said the same thing before. Right now we're being a little bit more real and raw. And he said good points in the video, honestly, and I think most of you guys that are healthy mentally to a certain extent and are actually trying to better yourselves, you can agree with it as well. If you did or didn't, guys, comment in the comments. I'm going to read it and I'm going to actually check that out. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.